That's it. Calm down. Calm down. Don't need to be aggressive. I'm not hurting you. Time for a little chat to answer so many people that are giving me hate mail. Now, you know, I'm a fairly honest guy, so, you know, let people know what I feel about things, and so I'm an atheist. But it's not Christians that are giving me a hard time. In fact, most Christians are pretty decent. Most of them are okay, and they sort of respect my point of view, and they may put forward valid arguments, but they don't just give me straight out hate mail. You know, it's very, very rare. All the hate mail I get is because I have said that I don't like live feeding. I don't think it's necessary. And, you know, I just get all this hate mail. It's like people who live feed, they're afraid that I am going to ruin their rights to be able to live feed. I'm just a guy in Australia on the other side of the world. I don't know if I'm having that much of an impact, and in fact, when laws are passed to stop live feeding, it won't be because of me. It'll be because of all you guys live feeding, and then showing it on YouTube, and then trying to use a pathetic excuse that it's natural. Okay, most famous live feeding one I see, it just crops up all the time. Some big white albino python taking a rabbit on a trampoline. And those who are into live feeding probably know that video quite well, and they say it's natural. Well, I'd say to start with, it's a python. Okay, I'm not sure where it's filmed, but I bet it's not filmed where that python comes from. Okay, so it's probably out of its natural environment. It's an albino. It means it's being bred in an unnatural way, so it's a bit of a freak. The rabbit's white, and possibly not even the right food source for the python. If we're talking naturally, sure, the python can handle it, but, you know, naturally, rabbits may not occur where that python is. Who knows? And they're on a trampoline. That's not exactly a natural substrate, is it? It's not exactly like the python has stealthily come down from a tree and ambushed something from above. No, they're just placed side by side, and then the python's hungry. That's not natural. It's nuts. But anyway, I don't want to argue what's natural and what's not. I've put that in the last 3 videos, and if you can't work out that, you know, a square fish tank or a snake enclosure, if you can't sort of look at the snake enclosure and then look outside in a forest and see the difference between nature and plastic things, well, you know, I can't really help you there. You've got a perception problem. But what I will say is, yeah, if laws are changed, it's not my doing, it's your doing, and it doesn't necessarily have to be logical or scientific. I mean, there used to be laws on adultery. What's the science behind that? Okay? It wasn't. It was public opinion. The live feeding, and look, I don't gag anybody, I don't stop anybody, and I get heaps of video responses of people just, you know, showing live feeding stuff, trying to piss me off, but, you know, I just leave it on because I believe in free speech. But all that live feeding stuff, people are going to see that. People who love animals, who love mice, are going to see that, and they're going to hate that. And that is what's going to basically make people make laws to stop live feeding. I see the world's getting a smaller place. You know, you can't just be an isolated country anymore. The whole world sees the sins of all of them. What I am saying, and also I want to point out that I think keeping snakes is a great thing. You know, it's good. It is good. I think in every small community there should be at least one person keeping snakes, because it can help people accept them. But what I'm saying here is the policing should come within the herpetological community. The herp community should be aware of how this looks to the outside world, and then decide, do you really want to have a snake devouring something live set to the sound of heavy metal music? Is that really the image you want for snake keeping? Because if it is, well, your so-called rights are going to get crushed. And as I say, you can send me all the hate mail you want. And just on another point, when it comes to hate messages, you use some pretty raw language. I try not to swear on my channel because, children like to watch my channel too. But you don't understand, Australia, we are a nation of convicts. Do you think some of these swear words and some of these adjectives are, shocking to us? I don't think so, mate. We use some of those comments just to say good day to people and just to say, in a friendly way. So, swear away. You're going to be hard pressed to shock me, I'm afraid. But anyway, that's the point I want to make. Police it yourself, or is it going to get to a stage where the whole world's going to say, you guys are sick bastards, and they're going to put the brakes on, and they're going to stop you. So there you go. I just felt I should answer some of the critics, some of those who think that I shouldn't even say that it's wrong to feed live. But surely isn't everybody entitled to an opinion? I'm not stopping your freedom of expression. I'm just giving you a little warning of the consequences of your freedom of expression. See you next time, and keep those snakes healthy.